I'm gonna build castles from the rubble. Hi, I'm Freya Ridings, and these are my quick fire questions with Spindle magazine. If you could create a joint album with any artist, who would it be? Oh, that is such a fun question. I feel like for every, for the little girl inside me, it would either it's between Taylor Swift and Beyonce. If we could just do like a, female empowerment album together, that would be like, younger Freya's dream for sure. Question number 2 is describe your newest single Castles in 5 words or less. Phoenix rising from the flames. Ashes. Yeah, that's it. It's like coming back after heartbreak and like showing your ex. Okay, so what was it like to have your single Lost Without You stay in the top 10 on the official chart for 8 weeks? It was honestly one of the most surreal things that has ever happened to me, and I feel like these things don't really feel real. Like, they're incredible, and like, you have to kind of pinch yourself. But when you get, the postman ringing on the door, and it's like he's got like a massive sort of like parcel, and you're like, what is this? And you open it, and it's like a platinum disc with your face on it. You're like, now this is getting too crazy. So I'm so grateful to have had a song that I wrote on my own in my front room be in the top 10 for that long. I'm just so grateful to everyone who made that possible. What is the easiest and hardest thing about writing songs? Okay, so for me, because I don't read music, so for me the hardest thing would have to be anytime I have to use a pen to write anything down, because I don't like holding pens. It's weird. I just like shutting my eyes and sort of singing from my subconscious. And I think that could have to be the easiest thing. It's actually the hardest thing, I've changed this, is shutting down the sort of overthinking part of your brain and trying to just go to that subconscious, like, deeper place of feeling. So when you actually get to that deeper place of feeling, it's actually the easiest thing in the world. So it's just hard to get there. If you could play any album on repeat, which would it be? So at the moment, the album that I have on repeat is the latest Hosier album called Wasteland Baby, and I absolutely adore it, and I've had it on repeat. I am supporting him in America in October, November time, so I just want to be able to know every single word, and I think I'm almost there. But I'm just such a massive fan of his lyrics, and his songwriting is just stunning. So yeah, that's the album I have on repeat. Is there an artist that helped shape you when you were growing up? So there were so many artists. Oh, I had a little burp. Sparkling water, man. There's another one. Yeah, I can't stop it. The worst thing was I did that on stage once into the mic. And everyone, it was like empty, it was a church, it was full, but it was like the reverb, and I was just like, it just kept going, and I was like, you can't get it back. I was like, come back, little bird. But it's one of those things you just have to acknowledge, like, everyone's had it, and it was like, oh. You gotta say something. It's never happened again. I mean, touch fake wood, yeah. Okay, so is there an artist that helped shape you when you were growing up? There are so many artists that helped shape me growing up, but I think the biggest one would actually be my dad. Because although, I love Taylor Swift and Florence and Adele, like these incredible, strong women, but because my dad played guitar and he writes his own songs, I think watching that growing up for me was like the biggest inspiration, because I just thought that's what you did. You played your instruments and you wrote your own songs. And so for me, that was the biggest inspiration, because I just thought that was what you did. Let's see. If you could give advice to your 12-year-old self, what would it be? Oh, little ginger Freya. I was never little, because I was like 5'10", pretty much when I was 12. But I would say, I think hold on to who you are in those quiet moments, because there's a lot of isolation when I was about 12, but it was also around the time where I was learning how much I loved music. So it was one of those things where I'd say hold on to who you are, even though it doesn't seem cool right now. Next question. Do you have any upcoming performances? Yes! So we're in the middle of festival season at the moment, which I'm absolutely loving. So last week we played at Glastonbury, which was just one of those moments that I'm honestly never going to forget in my life. And just festivals in general, it's like you're walking out in front of thousands of people, and it's just like this wave of energy just hits you in the chest, and you kind of, if you forget what that's like until it happens, and you're like, oh my God, it kind of just awakens you. But we've got a tour coming up in November that is by far the biggest tour we've ever done, and I'm so excited. I'm just actually planning just ways and surprises to add into it at the moment, so I can't wait for that. Are you working on an album or EP? So, my first ever studio album is coming out in less than 2 weeks on the 19th of July. And it's just like a time capsule of like the last 10 years of my life. So for me, it's a really sort of emotional experience. And I've just been working on it solidly for like 2 years. And I can't wait to sort of give it to the fans who've made it possible for me to even create this. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to share this album with everyone. Empty fishbowl. Thanks, Spindle. That was fun.
From the rubble of your